Okay, folks. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. And I'm just going to leave that image sitting there for a second because I think it's blatantly obvious what you're seeing here. I mean, this one doesn't even need much explanation. It's pretty clear. And this is, we're going to scroll down here. Let me zoom back out a little bit. So here we are. This is March 14th of 2022. And if you haven't seen or heard from any other channels yet, that today we had another one of these objects pass by the sun, ripping material off as it goes. And we're going to scroll down and put this into motion here. Whoops, reverse it. Okay, and just let that play for a few minutes here. We'll slow it down a little bit for the camera, just so the camera can pick it up better. Okay, here we go. So you can clearly see we have an object over here, and I want you to look at this white bow shock on it right here and the magnetic field around it. That's much like what Earth's magnetic field looks like when solar wind hits it. So it's almost mimicking our magnetic field around the planet. This one obviously has its magnetic field, and it's blatantly obvious here now. And you can see the instrument reacting to it here, down here, right there on the back side of it. And we'll go through this frame by frame too, because this needs to be addressed here. So scroll back down here, and we're going to pause it right about here. Let's see if I can get just a tad bit better for folks here. Okay, there we go. So here we are. This is some of the first frames, I believe, here. Let me just get oh, I gotta pull this over a little more. Please bear with me for a second here. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. I think we're back. Yeah, we're back. All right, hang on just one second. Let me get my camera reset here. Okay, so back to where we left off here. This is some of the opening frames. Here we can finally see this object, nice round circular shape to it with a bow shock with its material of the sun, the solar wind passing by this object faster than it's moving out. We have a streak going across the top and one across the bottom, defining its magnetic field, the zone of its magnetic field. We also have the instrument reacting to it, tiny little X's on it, but the instrument even detects it, so it's reacting to it. And then, as it moves out, here we go, and we'll zoom in on this real quick. Okay, I want you to know this perfect round spheroid right here. There's the white side over here is the, it's being illuminated by this material interacting with its magnetic field. So there's the bow shock on the front right here. Here's the round object. Here's the instrument even reacting to it. So, and then, let's finish up with this first before I move on to the next thing here. One of these frames I want to get back to here. I think it's okay. There you can see it move out of frame. We're going to back up here. There was one frame I wanted to stop at. Where was it? Right there. Yeah, that's the one. Hi everybody, welcome. I'm just kind of doing this spur of the moment. I don't have much time, but I wanted to get this in. If you haven't seen, we have had another object pass by the sun here today, and this one is nice and clear and defined. Here's this white little magnetic plasma reaction on the front side of it. You can see, like I said, stuff wrapping around it. And let's go in even closer because I want to see if you guys. Okay. Yeah, I think you can see it there. There's a there's plasma that's wrapping around this and coming over the top of this object right here. You can see this little ghost of material right here is connected to this and goes around. Then in black, you can see another swirling effect here. And it looks just like a Pisces symbol or a yin yang symbol. And it's just the effect of this stuff draping over it and coming around the front face of this object. Now, something I wanted to address was Planet X News. Now, he has a filter, and he ran this one through the filter, and it is crystal clear image. It is undeniable that there's an object there. And I'm going to even put his link in the description because I really want you guys to go over there and look at the cleaned up version of this because it's undeniable. It's undeniable evidence that Houston, we have a problem, you know, and a lot of this stuff that's happening on the planet, as far as our weather and stuff, is a direct result of this right here. I mean, there's no way it's affecting our sun like it is and not affecting our planet. And it's blatantly obvious. If you look around, you can see the effects it's having on our planet. So with that, I'm going to add another link in the description to another channel you might enjoy. It's called the Two Preachers channel. I don't know if some of you guys are already there or whatever. And they're not a bunch of preachers, but what they do is they do a weekly compilation of weather and disasters from around the planet. And they have a weekly compilation that goes back years. Their archive goes back years, so you can go back and watch the progression of the events happen coinciding with the arrival of these objects, and they are affecting this planet. I'm sure most of my viewers can see that and stuff and understand that, but it's time that people really get to know and get to see it nice and clear and understand the side effects that this is causing. And this is a serious issue, folks. This is no time to be going to war and fighting it with each other in division. We need to come together as a race of people to survive, if we even do survive. So if there's any motivation for everybody to unite, it's right here, because this could be, disastrous. And if we've weakened ourselves by blowing all our stuff on war, what good is it going to be when we got to face something like this? So it's time that the world gets out of denial. If any of you have family members that are still on the fence or whatever, I want you to show them this. I want you to take them to Planet X News and look at the cleaned up version. He does really good work over there, and he deserves a mention because he's been doing research like I have for even longer than I have. And he has the tools to make this crystal clear. It takes away all the other background noise and stuff and makes it totally blatantly cookie cutter obvious that there's an object there. And with the denial of this, everybody living in denial, is not going to help us at all. We need to start addressing the real truths and what's really going on here, folks. And I'm going to continue just kind of pan back out. There's another little incident that happened here that I'm going to see if I can find. Okay, yeah, we just kind of watch that object move on out. And then, once it kind of, we have another little incident happen. Boom. All right. You're going to see this little streak. And we've had little, digital artifacts and stuff captured in here that, a lot theorize maybe it's the problem within the cameras or reflections off of mirrors inside of tubes and stuff. But this is different. this is blatantly obvious what it is. And I'm going to zoom in on the red side over here. Okay. And let's just take a look at this for a minute. Wrap your head around what this is. It appears to be, we used to see this winged craft streaking across the screen, leaving a trail behind it. But this one looks a little different. It has like some kind of curvature, and it reminds me of a video we did about a month or so ago where we captured one of these streaks going right across, and the ship was up here in the corner. You could actually make out the ship with a dome on it and everything. I'll try to find the link to that one too, maybe, and put that in there. But we have craft out here, and I don't know if it's shooting back. Maybe it's having a plasma exchange with the sun. I don't know if it's the sun reaching out to this or this thing reaching back, but we have something going on here. This is more than just a camera artifact. So it's time for the world to, kind of pull their head out of the sand and, quit being like an ostrich and trying to, if you don't see it, it doesn't exist. It's time to really address the real issues that are going on here. We got some serious problems here, Houston. All right, so let me back out so we get those lines out of there. Okay, so I'm back out of this. I want to slide over to this one real quick too. We're going to zoom in on this side because this isn't it like our normal streaks. This is very bright and very intense, and it's at an angle that's not right for the sun. Usually stuff coming off from here goes straight up. This is at a very sharp, obtuse angle. It's either something streaking up this way, or maybe it's shooting something down. Maybe it's just a plasma connection, and this is another plasma conduit, and there's maybe a little round, it looks like there's a little round object right here, but it's really hard to see. I don't think this camera is going to pick it up. Nah, it's really faint, but it looks like there's a round spheroid object, and you can see the bottom curvature right here is the bottom curvature of the round object right there. So I don't know if that's one of these things having a little plasma exchange, but it is very peculiar. And especially when we have this blatantly obvious object pass by just an hour before. So I'm going to put this back into motion here. And then at the tail end, we start to see something bubbling out down here at the bottom. In the next 24 hours, we'll find out what's going on with that one down there. There are rumors of arc spaceships off planet. Yes, I'm telling you, I've been capturing all kinds of UFOs and different kinds of entities and stuff. You know I deal in that too. And to me, it looks like every race from across the universe is showing up for the grand finale. Their God's here, and they're here to witness God at work. And like I said, it looks like we got races from across the universe, and maybe that's why this has been delayed a little bit, to give these other races time to get here or something. If you're light years away and it takes a long time to get here, I don't know. Just theorizing, but these things are happening more and more often. If you caught my stream last night, I showed you multiple objects in one day, multiple days in a row. Just this activity is picking up. And now they're becoming more and more clear. I don't even need the filter anymore. You can see that sucker. It's clear as day. And I'm going to stop on that one too again. Pause it here for just a minute real quick, if I can. So let's get right on one of these good frames right about there. And something I wanted to do real quick. Let's try going a little bit faster. I don't know if my camera is going to pick it up all that well, but I want you to see this material going down and around it faster than it's moving out. Hopefully it's catching that. It's going around its magnetic field, just like it would if it was passing by Earth's magnetic field. It goes up and over and around. So that is totally showing a clear object with a defined magnetic field on it. it has to be an object for it to have a magnetic field like that. And like I said, I want you guys to go over to Planet X and check out his images. I'm not going to show him here because he deserves the view or the like for it. So please go over there and visit him if you don't. What the heck is that? That is another one of these stellar core objects going past the sun, ripping material off. You can see the bow shock on it right here, just like the Earth would have. You can see it's clear as day. It's a round spheroid object right there. It's having an interaction with the sun. The instrument is reacting to it as well. So this is all real. You know, this is something that concerns me, is if I'm finding this stuff, I'm sure some of these other governments that do space exploration on this planet, you know, some other countries that do space exploration, probably know about this or this activity. I mean, shoot, any one of their hackers could just get online like I am and witness it for yourself. So I'm thinking some of these events that we're seeing going on around the world also have something to do with this. They're reacting to it. They're starting to make their move or something, and I don't think war is the answer in trying to kill everybody. I think we should all unite, start praying. Start praying to God, because God's the only one who can move the heavens. And this is his doing. This is him moving this. He's told you, look for signs in the sun. And this is like unlike anything we've ever seen before. I mean, in these past few years where we're capturing this object is unlike anything we had seen prior to that. So this is an uptick in activity. I just don't understand why everybody's living in denial, and you know, maybe they're just ill-informed and stuff, but it's time that people find out. So please share this with your peeps. You know, it's important that everybody knows. And if you see somebody that is struggling and they need answers, you know, help them out and show them God in this way or something, so they can see the truth. You know, it all starts to make sense when you understand we got celestial events, problems happening. So I just want everybody to be assured that this is all biblical. This is all promised. And for you guys that are believers, rejoice, because each one of these, instead of scaring you, should give you more confidence in your faith. When you see something like this that was promised, that should just add even more, you know, just more strength to your faith. I think that's how I perceive these things. I have to, because when I deal with this stuff, it's disturbing. I'm sure it's disturbing for a lot of you folks too. So I pray for everybody, and you know, thank you all for coming and showing up and giving me likes and stuff. And please try to share this with, you know, your friends or your family, your peeps, people that are on the fence, that are just, you know, not quite sure. Give them a little background information. Tell them what this tool is. Tell them this is a satellite, NASA's own satellite that studies the sun. We're looking for solar CMEs and stuff, and in these CMEs, these objects are being captured. So it's I know it sounds crazy. It's like a new edge discovery, cutting edge discovery. You know, I give a lot of credit to Scott over at Planet X. He found this even longer ago than I did. But I was led by divine forces to this knowledge, and now I was told to keep up and keep watching. So that's why I watch and report to you guys, because I know the truth, and I just hope maybe some of you people are starting to see the truth too. And I'll try to put the links to both of those channels. And something I had noticed on the Two Preachers channel, like I said, they do a weekly compilation, video compilation of catastrophes and disasters that have been caught around the planet, weather related, whatever, the news. And what they end up showing you is a lot of stuff that you would never know about. They don't show on our media. So if you want to be even more informed, go over there. Like I said, I'll leave a link to their channel. And if you have never watched them or whatever and you like their first video, go back in their archives and just look at the last year's worth of catastrophes and events and how they have just accelerated and spiraled out of control. And it's all because we got company, and it's real, and it's blatantly obvious now, and it's time we start addressing this and quit screwing around trying to kill each other. Start praying for each other instead. We might get some mercy. So I think that's about all I got for this one. I didn't want to kind of keep it short and sweet, but I do want you guys to know. No more second guessing. No more, oh, what ifs or whatever. When you see this same object over at Planet X when he's cleaned it up, it's undeniable. I mean, anybody that tries to argue against it is just going to sound like a fool. And I don't know if NASA is not, they don't know what they're looking at, but I'm sure it's plain as day now. So, thank you very much. I try really hard to bring you this stuff, and I hate reporting on bad news, you guys. I used to be a happy-go-lucky guy. I was making fun-loving videos and stuff until all this started happening to me, and so now it's my duty to keep you guys informed as a watchman. Every time I see a sign, I'm going to bring it to you guys and report to you the truth of the matter. So you guys will know the truth and be able to be spiritually prepared. Okay? So that's it for now. I love you all. I miss you all. I'll see you around Marfugal or one of the other chat rooms. And until my next video, God bless and bye.